Justin Florio here from Patience and Consistency, and today I want to bring you a lower body and core exercise that you can do from your home if you have dumbbells. Doesn't matter what size, any size that you have. If you only have one dumbbell, that's okay. If you have a kettlebell, that's fine as well. If you have a resistance band, you do need some kind of a beam, something that you can put the band through so that it is comfortably stable, so you're not ripping anything out of the wall. And then if you have a couch, a chair, and my instance, if you have a bench. If you have these three things, follow along with this workout with me. And of course, if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and hit that bell for more notifications. And if you are stuck in a rut within your fitness routine, description below, and you can click on my 1 exercise per day OEPD ebook so that you can get started with 1 movement a day and start to create a realistic and sustainable fitness routine. All right, so today we are going to do 3 different movements at your own pace. We'll probably go about 4 to 5 rounds. I'm going to grab onto these dumbbells and we're going to go anywhere from 8 to 10 slow eccentric squats. You can hold the dumbbells however you want. I will go over a few different variations. Then we're gonna lie down and I wanna try to do either single leg or double leg bridges on the bench. It's just gonna increase that range of motion and force your hamstrings to work. And then we're going to finish off with anti-rotational banded presses to work your core. So with about 15 minutes, like I said, 4 to 5 quality rounds. Going for 8 to 10. Nice deep breath. Get into that positioning. Slow and controlled. Nice deep breath in on the way down. And the reason for slow and controlled is just to really make sure you're loading up the right muscles. It's gonna save your joints. It's gonna help create that muscle-mind connection. Let's get 3 more. Good, beautiful. Set 1 of the squats completed. Now we'll head over here to the bench. And like I said, get your butt as close to the bench or couch, chair, whatever you have as you can. Get one leg straight up and get that hip up as high as you can. If the bench is moving around, I would suggest thinking about pushing the bench down with your heel as opposed to pushing forward into it. You can drive through the elbows. Get 1 more, going for 8. And if you can't go at the same intensity as me, like I say in all my videos, okay. You just go at your own pace. But that's why I don't like the whole timing idea, because it puts too much pressure. And the idea of these strength videos, not only is it exactly what I'm doing, but it's to focus on strength. From here, grabbing onto the band, take a step out, get some decent tension in that band, little bend in the knees, dig yourself into the ground. For 8. Same thing on the other side, same tension. Don't mind the breathing. 8, good. Round 1 down. If you have a water, this is a great time to take a little water break. But if you want to keep it, if you feel good, you can go right into it. Let's go into it. Quick cue, if you have a bench, if you're using the couch for the bridges, you can use that as a distance for you to get down into your squat depth. Meaning you can sit all the way down onto that bench. And don't worry about your range of motion compared to mine. Everybody is drastically different. 7. Keep it slow and controlled. Good. 10 down. Set number 2 completed for the squats. Go back onto our bridges. With the squats too, another important thing to think about is do what feels comfortable for you. Play around with your feet positioning. You know, just because I'm going neutral, back shoulder width apart, doesn't mean that wider isn't better for you. Try wider. Maybe it feels better on your knees. 2 more. Good. And especially with this unilateral work, which is another reason why we're doing these, you know, it's good to make sure you're obviously isolating each side, but it's very common, you know, in my instance, where I feel that left side working a little bit more, so I have to concentrate more on making sure I can get that right side to really fire up. Good. We'll go back into our anti-rotational press. Go for another 8. Right across the chest. Get a little bit more tension than last time. And we'll swap over. You know, if your low back is starting to bother you on these, a few things you can do. You can go more straight leg, like a Tin Man. I'll finish my set like this. Good. Just understand, I'll stop saying it over and over, but just understand that all movements are going to be different for you. And it's okay if you're doing something differently than someone else, if you're using different weights, because you are your own person and you just have to go with however your body is going to adapt to it. I'm not saying to stay with that all the time, challenge your body, but for the most part, try to just play around with different positioning and do whatever feels more comfortable. Let's go into set 3. Same thing, slow and controlled. Try to maintain that same positioning that you were doing before if it felt okay. Notice that slow, controlled phase. Three more. 8. You can do it. 9. Control that last one. Control it. Control it. And drive up. Good. When pushing through the floor on the squats, a common cue is heels, heels, heels. But I'm going to highly suggest on those squats, you think about pushing through both your toes, midfoot, and heels, because it'll just give you a little bit more stability through the foot, more balance. 2 more. Let's go for 10. 8, 9. Get that hip all the way through. Squeeze the butt. Good. Cool. Swap over. Hip up. Make sure you're getting that muscle-mind connection. And that last one, we're going to stick it because we did 10 on the other side. You have to do 10 on the other side. Keep it even. 9. And last one, pause. Good, sweet. And back into that anti-rotational press. I know getting off the floor is a pain. You are essentially doing a burpee every time. I swear that was not my intent, but it's good to get off and on the floor. One of my previous videos, focus here. 2, 3, 4. Went for 10. Starting to warm up, I'm starting to feel good. One of my most recent videos talked about, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I think it's true. With doing simple things like getting on the floor and standing up. All right, we're about to start round 4. I hope you feel great. If you have a water bottle, go hydrate, it's okay. You don't have to rush through this. I'm limited on time here with making this video. I do have a client who's about to come in about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go right into it. We're starting round number 4. Let's go a little bit wider on this one, slow and controlled. 5, halfway through. 2 more. 1 more. Good. So you can hear my breathing cycle. It's something that I really want to emphasize here. With these workouts, I had mentioned this in the beginning. These are the exact workouts that I'm doing. Quick before I go over that, start with the opposite leg. Start with your right side or start with your left side, vice versa, where you started last time. But you want to make sure the intensity is high. And in a lot of the YouTube videos that I've seen, you got the trainers smiling. Focus. 8, same thing, 10, pause on that top. Swap over, leg up. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and pause. 10, good. You've got trainers smiling and talking, saying that it's so much fun. It is fun, but the intent needs to be there no matter what you're doing. Whether you're doing a body weight workout, whether you're doing my OEBD programming, because you'll read it on my ebook. The effort that you're putting into it is the same effort that you'll be rewarded as a result. 9, 10. Good, let's bang out 1 more round. I believe you can do it. If you wanted to stop there, as long as there's no pain, I want you to really challenge yourself right now and get into this last set. Really control it, feel that burn. 2 more, you can do it. Last one. Beautiful. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Let's go back into that set. Bridges again, same thing. Let's start with that right side or the opposing side of where you started before. Really hope my mic isn't scrambling around. Notice that heavy breathing. That's the way a workout should be. I'm not saying that there aren't days that it should be easier. And I'm not saying that sweat is always an indicator. And it's okay to correct yourself. You may see I was pushing my leg back and I realized I wasn't feeling that burn. So I kept my legs straight up and I started to get much more of a burn in the back of my legs. We're gonna do the same thing, little pause, and stick it. Good. I like to roll over to the other side just to make sure I'm rolling, getting up to both ends. Now, one more time. We'll do the other side of the presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. One more. Good. We'll swap over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. There you have it. There's 5 quality rounds of a great, efficient lower body workout that you can do, working the hamstrings, quads, and your core. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, hit subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell for more notifications, and I will see you guys next time.